All right, guys, we got a bit of a convoy behind us. 3 new beginners. A little bit crazy because we had a lot of people asking about our beginner days, and we thought we'd do one in spring due to popular demand, but we didn't really have many that turned up, which was interesting, but also a good thing because we've got our regular crew with us, and we're actually able to go check out what tracks, well, not so much tracks, but what areas, and probably a secondary routine that we can add to our beginner days. Something probably even more basic than what our usual summer and autumn beginner days looks like. So we might actually convert those to kind of intermediate days and make this the beginner day. We've got people that have standard 4 drives, no experience. We could do like a beginner day for that, and then we can have like a beginner intermediate day where someone that's got a little bit of gear, a little bit of knowledge, and come out and try and tackle some more difficult tracks after they've been on one of our beginner days. It gives you kind of like a progression system. We'll see how today goes anyway, guys, and it should be pretty good. I think it'll be great. The weather's on. It's not raining. It's not drizzling. It has been a little bit wet, so the dust will be down. Great conditions to kind of get to know the 3 guests we have today, and yeah, we'll head over to the training ground and meet the few that are waiting there for us. So you guys got a plan?
We have a circuit laid out.
Okay.
Very different to what we normally do, but depending on what sort of vehicles we've got and everything like that, I think it'll be a good one to really sort of step into it.
Yep. All right. I was actually saying to the viewers earlier on is that we've actually never done a spring day before, okay, guys? So that's something that you need to be aware of. And I think it's just the way things are a little bit different. Tracks are closed that are here locally that we'd normally use.
Yeah, and the ground's a bit moister.
The ground is a bit moist.
It's different underfoot,
so
different under tyre. So
we'll follow the circuit idea that Jason's got, and we'll go with that. Yeah, cool. Nice. I'll wait. We've got 3 new people.
3 absolute beginners.
Yes, yep. So I can tell. 2 of the cars look to be very stocked, so that should be fine.
Well, I threw Nick in my car unannounced and got him to run the circuit, so it was a true sort of first-time experience in a different car.
Different car, yeah, definitely.
So I think it's quite raw.
There you go. You know where my keys are, Nick, in the electric.
Yeah. Keys in the ignition. Off you go, Danny. All right, so just a brief overview. We generally like to start here on a beginner's day. Slightly different circuit.
This day is sponsored by Warrior All Terrain Wheels and Vitor Tyres Australia.
Genuinely interested to see how the Shark goes and the sort of the more modern versions of traction control and everything, especially with the electric drive. I think initially I'm just going to go straight up the middle just to test out the traction control systems, and sort of I can play with a couple of different lines and just feel out the car that I obviously haven't driven before. So everyone gets to watch someone drive a car that's not theirs on a track they've never driven before for the first time. So yeah, this is, I don't know how different it is to the Lexus. That's a good system. I like it. Whee! Oh.
It's very instant, like because there's no engine noise, you can just hear the tyre slip.
Yeah. Yeah, using your ears,
I think is very important.
Yeah,
because obviously your pedal feel is like a bit like driving a Logitech versus a Fanatec.
Yeah,
I reckon, because it's just, it happens so quick.
Yeah, it's not particularly linear.
Okay,
but it's it seems variable.
Okay,
but I'd have to sort of play around with it a bit more.
What mode was it?
I have no idea. Electric.
Yeah.
with traction control, it's not about more, it's about holding it steady. So as I said, you got to think of it as a torque command. You want so much torque, so much drive. You don't want to be changing that because then the computer doesn't know what you want. Do you want more, do you want less? So it's all about that steady state. All right, so if you're going to go high, you got to consider if you slide either way, where you're going to end up. I'll get you to go a little bit more left, yep. Because I just want to make sure your bumper is well clear of that rock, yep. So it wants to climb and it wants to push you down, yep. That's it. Yep, that's very well controlled. Excellent. Well done.
Brilliant drive control. You like the rocking, don't you?
Yeah. The persistence method. Okay, so clearance is, yep.
Well, it doesn't.
No, they understand. So what you do is go low range first gear.
Yep.
I'll get you to crawl up. Do it as you'd like to see it. I'll sort of walk next to you. If I see something that might be a danger or an issue and cause damage, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'll sort of walk with you as you go. We come to a stop, we can sort of figure out what's causing it and we'll sort of work together and change it. All right. So this is the point with traction control, as I was saying, your accelerator is your torque command. So the idea is when you're trying to use the traction control to get up something, you want to be very consistent with your torque command, because if you chop and change up and down, your traction control system's trying to work out where you're trying to go fast, slow, whatever the case may be. So you want to be very steady. Yeah, most diesels are around about 2,000 RPM when you're getting really good torque. Having that steady input and just slowly, so get you to just turn the wheel a little bit to the right. Yep, a little bit more. So we're back on the track you were going. Just slowly bring the revs up to about 2,000. And I'll just get to hold it for a little bit as the traction control sort of modulates, just to feel it. And then what you'll feel with that steady thing, the car will slowly actually start to transfer the drive. Yep. Oh. Oh. And that's the natural thing. So, as we've always driven cars, if it's going slow and you need it to go a bit faster, we always go more accelerator. But when you do that, you're actually counteracting what you want to do. So it's just, and again, you got to concentrate on that real steady and let the traction control system distribute the torque. Yep, so you want to go straight through there on that angle. So again, just bring the revs up very slowly to about 2,000. You don't want to go over. Yep. That's all right. And yep, you can try that again. So just slowly up to 2,000. You don't want to go over. All right. No, we're not going to have enough traction with this size. So I'd go back a little bit. Just back on the steering angle you've got. Yep. All right. And I would crawl it forward, but try and get the side of your driver's tyre in that dry stuff there. They'll push the weight onto the car instead of unweighting. Yep. Yep, a little bit left hand down. You don't want to climb it. You don't want to climb it. You just want it, a little bit more that way. And you want to, so that way you're pushing the weight to the left hand side.
The legacy lives on, mate.
What low range?
Nice wheel lift.
Oh, yeah.
Suppose you could tell us a bit about yourself and what brought you out today and...
Al actually sort of found All Terrain Action after Chris took the BYD up Bureauclock Hill and bent it.
Yep.
So that's how I sort of found it, and then just traced the videos and everything backwards, and found out you're doing a lot of stuff around Lerderderg, which is sort of local to me. And yeah, I was like, love to see what this can do. And sort of being a passenger in four-wheel drive for a bit, and then after like bought this about 6 months ago now, and thought, yeah, good way to ease into, I suppose, four-wheel driving and just build up a little bit of skill base.
So did you buy it with the intention of coming four-wheel driving, or is it something sort of
it was
since I've got it?
It was more of since I've got it, and it was originally sort of built, bought as more a tow vehicle for boat, and coming out of an X-Trail, and which was right on the tow limit of what I was legally allowed to do. So then so I bought this more for safety, and now since I had it, it's sort of like, well, yeah, I'd like to do a bit of four-wheel driving and things, and been out just doing some really basic trail sort of stuff, just the family, just touring more than anything, and sort of went, it's something that I'd really like to do.
Yeah. So you said you watched some of the videos. Did you watch any of the Beginners Day videos?
Yeah, I pretty much watched all the Beginners Day videos just to see what you guys were up to, and it's something that I thought that's suited to my skill level or what I think I'm capable of, and so I thought, great to come out and give it a crack.
So what we sort of tackled today, is that something that you would have tried by yourself? Or
Probably
you
not,
think
no.
That just having that extra confidence?
The extra confidence and having people there that have done it, and then watching other people do it, and then going, okay, well, this is doable.
Yeah.
And I feel that, my driving skills are good enough to be able to do it as well.
Yep.
So,
so being able to have that sort of back up behind you, and then you can work on your own confidence sort of thing. Yeah.
So I was actually really surprised with what it could do, and really impressed with the whole thing. So
they're quite a capable car. Like, straight out of the box, what most four-wheel drives can do. Yeah. Most people wouldn't sort of even come close to sort of thinking that they could do that.
Yeah.
So, and one of the things we often try and aim with these days is most people do like, have a family car.
Yep.
They might be going away with a boat or going camping, and they might come across something, and sometimes you got to turn around, and if you don't have the confidence because you don't, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
So sort of having that, pushing people a little bit further than would be ultimately comfortable. Yeah. And then sort of working backwards from that. I think we find that to be a good approach for that. So you sort of think that's a
absolutely.
reasonable thing?
I think that's a reasonable thing, and we'll probably come out to more days and try and push that level just that little bit further, and just keep trying to build on it, just to build up skills.
Yeah, and that's what we like to do these days. We start having four-wheel drive days and regular things, and you can sort of take everything and put it all together and
Yeah.
we turn it into a track. So.
Exactly. So yeah, no, thoroughly impressed with the way everything's been run. Yeah, I'll be back.
Thank you.
No worries. Cheers.
Hey, mate, want to ask you a couple of questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll give you the mic just to make it easier.
Hold it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, how long have you had the Triton?
February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what made you sort of want to buy a four-wheel drive? You been into it before at all, or it's just something?
I've driven work utes.
Yep.
For my job, but not to the extent, you know, like rock hopping or anything like that. So the missus and I like camping, so we go camping a lot.
Yep.
We want to do sort of mix a bit of overlanding and four-wheel driving, so that's the reason I got this. Plus for work, so it's my daily driver really.
Yeah. And so what sort of drew you to our sort of beginner's day?
So that's mainly research. And I've had a Commodore before and I was intrigued by your adventure, so kept watching. Yeah,
Yep.
subscribe.
So you've been watching for a while,
Yeah.
the adventurer stuff? Yep.
Yep.
So you watched some of our beginner day videos beforehand?
And that was, watching the beginner days was why it came out today.
Yep.
So, pretty good.
No worries. So what did you think of the approach? Like, we try and obviously start with something a little bit more confrontational, something a bit out of most people's comfort zone, and then sort of we can walk it back from there. Did you find that helpful, or is it you find
Very helpful. Like, I'm not scared to take it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing I took away from today was I need new tyres. I need better tyres.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a given.
Yep.
So, you know, for work, I use it. We work in landfills and like light off-roading
Yep.
areas, you know, mud, terrain. Nothing this bad. But yeah, so I think I need new tyres.
Yeah. All right. So you feel, obviously, so you want to go camping and that you feel you got more confidence with the car's ability? Or
I wouldn't say I have more confidence, but I reckon I'd probably helpful to come out another couple of times for you guys. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Oh,
100%.
no worries. Thank you.
Perfect.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
So you got the pretty typical family car, nice and stock.
Yeah.
How long have you had your Prado?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
And you bring it straight out here to
That's
just
right.
have a bit of fun?
Yes.
Did you buy it with the intention of going full driving?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
So you intending on sort of taking it to the
Definitely.
next
I
level,
don't
or
know
more
what
of a
the
family touring car?
Family touring, but also to see a bit of the country, you
Yep.
know. I'd love to do a Simpson Desert trip, a Cape York at some stage.
Yep.
I wanted something that was, you know, that I could use as a runaround, but also something that was capable.
Yeah. It's a good choice.
Yeah.
Very good choice.
So far it seems to be.
Yep. So did it meet your expectations, or did it sort of exceed what you expected the car's capable
I would
of?
say, I mean, this is the first weekend off.
Yep.
Off the road. We're doing the Toyota Land Cruiser Club weekend, the
Yep.
four-wheel drive weekend. So that'll be good in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get out as soon as I could.
Yeah.
So like I saw this on Facebook, I think, and I'm like, okay,
Yep.
get out as quickly as we can.
So Facebook was your first sort of
Yes, for
introduction,
you
yeah.
guys, yeah.
Did
for
you
sure.
look into us before you came out, or you sort of
I
Facebook
watched
went,
the
worth a shot?
YouTube video,
Yep.
and I think I dropped Chris an email, and then just signed up. I was really pleased to see that this one was happening so soon.
Ah,
You know,
fantastic.
so soon after I got the car.
What was your first impressions of the day when we sort of
Yeah, really
got
good.
going? Yep.
Yeah, really well organised.
Yep.
You know, seems like a really nice group of people.
Yeah. So obviously today for us was a different attempt at the way we do things, and sort of a
Right.
spring circuit.
Yeah.
Did you? So we sort of had that little circuit at the start with a little bit of a sort of introductory thing.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on that? Did you feel that was?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I think
useful
there's
of utility,
Yeah,
or?
definitely,
Yep.
definitely. You know, I think for me, because I did a tiny little bit of off-roading
Yep.
years and years ago, but I haven't done anything for a long time.
Yeah.
It's good to just get out there and see what the car can do, and
Yeah.
also have your advice.
Yep.
You know, I think it was really interesting just doing that hill climb where, you know, you talked me through it and I got through really easily
Yeah.
with basically road terrain tyres on.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
And do you think it helped having seen someone go through it? Like, if
Yeah,
you were the first
definitely.
one approaching that hill, what would you have done different? Do you think?
you know, I think I took maybe a slightly different line to some other people.
Yep.
Just kind of like an average of what had been through there before.
Yep.
But I think that it would have looked definitely more daunting
Yeah.
if I'd just gone straight up to it and gone, oh, okay, I've got to go up there.
Yeah.
So that helps seeing other people go through first, for sure.
And now, having done that, because you went for a drive around afterwards, and
Yeah, we did
had
a little
bit of
loop
a
a
sort
couple
of
of times.
self-exploration.
Yeah.
So you feel like that's giving you that sort of more confidence in the car and
Definitely.
yourself.
Yeah, for sure,
Yep.
sure. You know, I think going further in, it seems like these days with traction control, and then you've got, you know, you can lock your centre diff or rear diff and
Yep.
stuff like that. It's like, how much do you actually do manually, and how much do you just leave to traction
for the
control?
car, yeah.
For the car
Yeah.
to do.
And I said, I always encourage, like, especially on these days, when we're in a
Yes.
controlled environment, is for people to start with nothing, like
Yeah,
start
that's
with,
right.
and work with them, and then
Exactly.
because you can find sometimes using the tools will get you through, and sometimes it will make you more difficult for you.
Yeah,
so.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely the car seems really happy, like just even on that drive from that training area out
Yep.
here. It just seems like this is where it wants to be.
Yeah.
You know, it feels really good on those roads and really comfortable, and
Great.
definitely makes me want to get out and do more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic, especially
Yeah.
when you come out on a day like this and you
Yeah, it's
can
a beautiful
go, drive back home and you feel even better about your choice of car, and you're definitely in the path that you want to be on. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it
it's
was
been really good.
fantastic to see
Yeah,
you, and
thank
thank you for coming out.
No, it's been a pleasure.
Cheers.
Well guys, the message is clear. It's probably your time. If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in learning more about your vehicle. Come check us out, All Terrain Action. We're here waiting for you. We'll see you guys for the next beginner day. Forward drive. Seatbelt on. It's crazy when no traction control. So as soon as either front or the rear wheel comes off the ground, it goes nowhere.